he don't want nothing to do with the Philadelphia 76ers anymore. He's even reported that he's not going to camp, and he wants a trade. Now, my brother Ticket put this out yesterday. There was a report that also came out about this particular matter. But Ben Simmons is done in Philadelphia. This relationship that they had is irreparable or irreparable, and he wants to a trade to where he can only play for the Lakers. What's up, TJ? Play for the Warriors or play for the Clippers, right? Now, me personally, I don't want him on the Lakers personally, you know. Me, that's just my twist on it. Now, if he wants to go to, we don't need him, okay? The Lakers do not need Ben Simmons, okay? You have a point from LeBron, put him on the Lakers. No, don't need him, don't want him, can't have him. And Rob Pelinka better not pull the trigger on that shit either. So he ain't going to the Lakers, right? And then I don't think the Lakers got money for Ben Simmons. So that right there don't even make sense. And then when you so he goes to the Clippers. Why? You have him go to Golden State, and if they're not giving up Draymond Green, then that trade makes no sense. So, a lot more questions and answers and all that, right? One thing's for certain, he's not going to the Lakers, all right? He ain't going to the Lakers. As far as I'm concerned, there's too many alpha dogs on that team to begin with, and Frank Vogel will have a challenge on his hands trying to stroke everybody's ego and trying to keep everybody on even keel. But he cannot go back to Philadelphia. That's the one thing we can say for sure. He can't, right? He's burnt that bridge. So he don't want to go back there, right? And the fans certainly don't want him back. If you go to Philadelphia right now and talk about Ben Simmons, you'll get everything under the sun other than he's a great basketball player. So he can't go back to Philadelphia without getting shot with booze. Now, this is the thing. A couple years ago, when Philadelphia lost to Brooklyn in Game 1 of the opening round series, right? I think Philadelphia was the number 1 seed at the time, right? They lost Game 1, and Ben Simmons went on a rant about how the Philadelphia fan base was booing them after they lost the game. So that tells you right there that Ben Simmons is weak-minded. Because why would, look, if you got a fan base that has a certain level of expectations, right? And you don't perform at or above those expectations, then they're going to boo you. And you're worried about fans booing Ben Simmons? Really, Ben Simmons? That's your focus. Instead of working on your game, instead of getting better and all that, and I don't want to see no video of him working out, shooting threes and all that, because apparently what he did in the gym didn't translate the game when it matters most. So don't show me no video about him working out and all this other stuff, because that's irrelevant, right? How many videos we see players play in the gym in the off season? They lighten it up against whoever, right? But when it comes to the game and all that, we don't see that same level of tenacity and all that. I don't care about that. I don't care about no video, not like shit, right? So when you out here stinking up the joint and all that, and then you got nerve to call yourself, hey, I don't want to play for the... What? Look, is the worst thing Philadelphia did, the worst thing they did is give this guy a max contract. That was the worst thing Philadelphia did. And I'm very leery about giving up, about players getting max contracts that have proven they cannot get it done. And Ben Simmons has proven he can't be trusted in clutch situations. He can't. He can't shoot free throws. He's an offensive liability. Right? Why do you think they pulled him out the game in the game 7? You would figure a guy with a max contract, arguably, well, it's not arguably, Joel Embiid is the face of the organization, but arguably, allegedly, in some people's minds, the second best player on that team. And he's not on the court in crunch time because he can't shoot free throws. He commits turnovers. He's out there not shooting the ball, being an offensive liability. Nah, Lakers, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And that's just not a one-off. That's not a one-off. When you go back to the game against the Boston Celtics a couple years ago, matter of fact, in that same year when they got past Brooklyn, right? This guy missing wide open dunks. Motherfucker clanging a dunk off the backboard and that bitch going out of bounds. Instead of trying to figure out what Instagram model you trying to put your ball in, you need to put the real ball in the basket. For real. But he wants out of Philadelphia. Okay, goodbye, good riddance. Right? Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Huh. So, question is, where he's going to go, right? Now, I talked about a while back about how the Timberwolves were gunning for Ben Simmons. Now, to me, right, ultimately, he's going to probably end up there, right? He's not going to Portland, right? They're blocking any trade to Portland, right? They gave this man, look, they gave this guy the, man. Huh. So he either wants to play for the Warriors, Lakers, or Clippers, right? Well, like I say, look, if you think they're giving up Klay Thompson, you're smoking crack, okay? Warriors not giving up Klay Thompson. Obviously, they're not giving up Stephen Curry neither, right? So, if they do get Ben Simmons, right? And I think Draymond Green got a no trade clause. So if I don't have to check that, but I think Draymond got a no trade clause, I think. But so they're gonna have to give up Andrew Wiggins, Wiseman, which I don't think they want to come off of Wiseman, right? So they're gonna have to give up like some picks, if they even got that, in Andrew Wiggins. And maybe a third team might have to get involved for that trade to happen if he goes to the Warriors, right? But you cannot have a scenario where Ben Simmons and Draymond Green is done in the same uniform at the same time. You cannot. You cannot. And the Warriors saw this. Warriors have enough foresight to come out and report that they're not going to have Ben Simmons and Draymond Green on the same team at the same time. So if he's going to go to the Warriors, right, they're going to have to come off of Andrew Wiggins. They might have to come off of a couple other pieces as well. But as far as like giving up Klay Thompson, not going to happen. Obviously, Stephen Curry, that's out the question, right? So where is he going to go, right? He pretty much got the fucking 76ers by their jockstrap. What's up, Ryan Clark? Salute to you, bro. If I'm either one of those four teams and all that, if I'm the Lakers, Clippers, and Warriors, I will not pay King's ransom for Ben Simmons. For what? For what? No. Daryl Morey need to come down off that asking price. What's up, Kev Cook? Yeah, man, I want to touch Ben Simmons with the longest antenna pole in Bahrain, or in Dubai, or in New York, in that matter. I want to touch that motherfucker. Hell no. Ben Simmons? Hell no. What's up, Jared? Salute to my homie Jared Frazier in the building. Real. Guy that don't want to shoot the ball, can't shoot free throws and all that, but yeah, he is a fuck man. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not touching Ben Simmons. Why? Why would you want Ben Simmons? Why? Nope. You can't. Nope. No. I don't want Ben Simmons. Now, hey, if you see something in Ben Simmons, go get him, right? Timberwolves wanted Patrick Beverley, already campaigning for him, right? Patrick Beverley already campaigning for Ben Simmons. Oh man, I would love to have Ben Simmons. For what? Nah, fuck out of here, dead homie. Right. Exactly. You can't be no 6'10" all-star that's passive. Hell no. At this stage of your career, right? At this stage of your career, you need to be at least, at the very least, for a guy that had this, because he got athleticism. It's not like he's not athletic at all. He's very athletic. You mean this guy can't be a 20 and 10 guy? Ben Simmons. You mean tell me Ben Simmons, a guy that's athletic as he is, can't average 20 and 10? But he wants out of Philadelphia. No, if he really is the stand-up guy, he'll try to make things right. Simmons is supposed to be the stand-up guy, right? He would go back to Philadelphia and make this right. Him and Draymond the same. Yeah, exactly. And Golden State already said they don't want Ben Simmons and Draymond Green in the same uniform. They don't. That is too much. You're asking Clay and Steph to do too much offensively. Because any scenario where the Warriors make a trade, Andrew Wiggins is on the chopping block. So you can say Andrew Wiggins back to Minnesota? I mean, no, not Minnesota, or not Minnesota. So you can send him to Philadelphia, right? And then say they do go to Philadelphia, right? Does that really make Philadelphia better? No, it really don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, Andrew Wiggins go out there and get buckets and whatnot, but is Andrew Wiggins a difference maker? He's not. But Wiggins, one thing about I'll give Andrew Wiggins, he's not afraid to shoot the ball. See, if I'm the 76ers, right? Yeah, exactly, Jared. If I'm Philadelphia, right? Look, if I'm going to give up Ben Simmons and all that, right? I need a difference maker. If you're trying to make Philadelphia 76ers this team that's going to compete with the Milwaukee Bucks, that's going to compete with the Brooklyn Nets, right? Because those two teams in the East are the proverbial favorites, right? But I got this Brooklyn above Milwaukee, right? But that's not a foregone conclusion, considering that, one, Steve Nash in his second year of coaching or whatever like that, you don't got Mike D'Antoni as a safety net anymore. And second, we got to account for the injuries of KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, right? And third, with them guys not playing on the same court at the same time for many games, then there comes questions of chemistry and all that. So on paper, the Brooklyn Nets look like they're going to come out the East and all that and represent and play in the NBA Finals. But really, truth be told, that's not necessarily a foregone conclusion, right? With Milwaukee, right? They lost PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker went down to the Heat, right? A lot of people with making bets on the Heat coming out of the East, right? So you need a game changer. So if Wiggins considered overrated #1 pick, what is Ben Simmons? Oh yeah, definitely. If Andrew Wiggins is overrated, then oh my God, man. Ben Simmons way overrated. Way overrated. What's up, y'all? DJ 7 for life. Salute, y'all. Right. Andrew Wiggins was overrated, then what the hell is Ben Simmons, man? That man. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you for saying that. I don't. I don't blame you at all. But that's what he want. He want out of Philadelphia, man. So where he gonna go, right? Because if those three teams that he want to play for don't budge, what's up, Kevin Wedderburn? If those three teams don't budge and they're good with where they're at, right? Well, let's just say two teams, because he ain't going to the Lakers, right? So the only other teams we can only other teams you can say is the Clippers and Warriors, right? Say those two teams stand pat, which I think they will stand pat, right? Then where he gonna go? On the scale of Anthony Bennett to LeBron, as far as number one picks, Ben is somewhere close to the middle. He has potential if he gets out of his head and shoots the ball more. He's clearly better than Anthony Bennett. He's clearly better than Anthony Bennett. But he ain't nowhere close to LeBron James. So yeah, I agree with that. Anthony Bennett, oh my God, that dude was woo! Oh boy. You know what? I should do a video on that. I should get 2 Raw. Maybe I get LVZ on this one, right? The worst draft picks ever. Yeah, Anthony Bennett clearly a bust. Oh my God, that dude is fucking horrible. And like, man, who was the Cavs GM that fucking drafted that bastard, man? Anyway. Oh man. Woo, he was horrible. So that's the biggest question, right? Ben Simmons said he's not coming to camp. Why won't you go to camp? So you want to get fined and lose money? Hey, if that's what you want to do, hey, so be it, bro. Bro, I'm pretty sure after a couple game checks, after you lose a couple checks and shit like that, you'll have a change of heart. But you willing to sit out. You willing to sit out and lose them checks to go to a contender, right? You got a contender right there in Philadelphia. If you just get your head out your fucking ass and play. You over there talk shutting the organization for not having confidence in you, but motherfucker, you don't got confidence in yourself. So how are you supposed to have confidence? How are you supposed to have somebody have confidence in you if you don't have confidence in yourself? You passing up wide open dunks and shit. What? You had a flashback? That's what happened. When Ben Simmons passed up that dunk against Trae Young, he had a flashback of that dunk he missed when he was with the ball against the Boston Celtics a few years ago. That's what it was, right? You don't got no in that deciding game 7. So, and hopefully can your team win a championship with Ben Simmons? I don't know. Well, hey, I know. The answer is no. You cannot. Got teammates calling you out to play better. And all you sit up there, oh man, I don't play for this organization no more. The first sign of trouble, your ass want to fucking run like a bitch. Fuck out of here. I ain't got no respect for no motherfucker that's gonna go out here and stick out the joint night in, night out, and then talk about, well, I don't like it here. I'm gonna leave. Well, gang, don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out, man, motherfucker. Fuck this shit. I am not giving no passes to no motherfucking Bama that's gonna go out here and stick out the joint and don't get it done. That's why when it comes to me and who's the greatest players of all time, I'm not wavering. Unlike a lot of these people in the mainstream media that lower the bar every fucking year, I'm not lowering the bar. If you're not one of those type of dudes that gets it done when it matters most, then guess what? You're not a great player. That word gets thrown out there way too loosely. Or who we consider a good player, who we consider a great player, and who we consider a legend. Or because, oh well, we gotta coddle his ego and all. Man, fuck his ego. That's the only thing he got to do is play basketball. Meanwhile, you got people working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, hardly no breaks, getting paid next to nothing. And they got to grind and grit every day. Also, they can buy a ticket to go in one of these fucking games to watch this bastard stick the joint up. So fuck him. I don't care about nobody's fucking ego. I don't care about your fucking status. Running around here like a scared little bitch. All because the fans out here booing him because he out there playing like shit. And he worried about fans booing him. Well, Philadelphia ain't the place for you if you gonna go out there and stick the joint up and you worried about fans booing you. If anything, you should fucking play better. That's a fucking secret. That's the secret. Just play better. Why do you think Allen Iverson is embraced in Philadelphia? Huh? Why do you think Allen Iverson is embraced in Philadelphia? They love Allen Iverson in Philadelphia. Because the motherfucker got their mentality. Look, you go out there, you're going to fucking work. Ain't gonna be no shortcuts. You're not getting no passes for shortcomings and all that. A motherfucker had heart. Ben Simmons ain't got no heart. As far as I'm concerned, Ben Simmons is a fucking tin man. He ain't running around here making the man like he's some all-time great. Like he the fucking big cheese in the motherfucking shit. No, you ain't no goddamn big cheese. You's a rat stealing cheese, motherfucker. I need something to eat. Shit. For real. You's a goddamn rat stealing cheese. So, he get the fuck out of here. Allen Iverson go walk these streets of Philadelphia right now, and man, look. Allen Iverson right now can be down on his luck, set up a GoFundMe out in Philadelphia, and people will rush to his help. They will rush to help him. They will rush to his aid. That motherfucker bled, sweat, and cried for that organization. He cried for that city. He embraced that city. And that city embraced him. Maybe, just maybe, Ben Simmons, you could take a page out of Allen Iverson's book. You ain't got no heart, you ain't got no grit. You out there playing like shit. And we can't wear your shoes because it don't fit. I don't need Brent Simmons to verbally apologize to the people, to the hardworking people out there in Philadelphia. Now, me personally, I will never go back to Philadelphia because I got way too many parking tickets out there. But but you sitting up there talking this shit about, well, I don't want to go back to Philadelphia. Well, shit. Them motherfuckers don't want you. Now, in the event you have a change of heart, right? Whether it be nobody else wants to trade for you and all that, or you all of a sudden woke up one day and had this epiphany, right? However it lead to you getting back in the good graces of the Philadelphia 76ers or whatever like that, you need to mend those fences. You need to. You need to. Because that right there, that play that you display, right? That's unacceptable. Your play is unacceptable. And I'm going to leave it at that. But smash the like, hit the subscribe. Shout out to the LDBC. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!